Good evening, viewers. Welcome to episode 3 of Grace's World. The series continues, season 1. As I said, today's topic we're going to get into hobbies and my favorite weekend activities and how much I love meeting new people. Hobbies vary with me. I love writing, I love photography, I love doing some arts and crafts. Lord knows my job requires arts and crafts, so I've had to get into the practice of it. Um, I love taking, like I said, photography. I have a digital camera, which I think, since my digital camera is also a video camera, I think for future videos I might use that to film instead of my phone because it's a bit better imaging, better quality of sorts. And I love to write. I love literature. I love reading. I've been very negligent with my reading. I was supposed to read this summer and catch up now while I was on vacation, but I haven't had time because I've had a lot going on. Next topic, relationships. I love meeting new people. I love making new connections. Uh, Most of the friendships that I have in my life, a good 90%, something, 90% or so of them, they've lasted me about 20 plus years. It's 30 plus years for some, and just recently I've acquired some new friendships with some amazing people. You know who you are. This is a shout out to you. And they're the finest people I've ever met, and I'm so glad that we could finally establish a stronger connection, even in the workplace. I've made work friendships because one thing with me, work is work, home is home. I never put the two together. I always keep the two separate, so that's very important to me. Um, and pretty much everyone I've met, whoever it is, whether it's a brief conversation, whatever, it's always a good vibe, as they would say today. It's always, it's always a very sweet, very funny, very warm moment full of smiles whenever I meet new people. Um, and weekend activities. My favorite weekend activity. I'm gonna have to say I'm very old school. That's another thing about me that you guys have to know. I'm very old school. I'm very old fashioned. I don't fit in with this generation at all. Mind you, I was born 1989. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up in a totally different time compared to where we are now. Way different. I'm old fashioned. I love a good movie. I love a good dinner, evening out. I love a good theater show. I've seen several. For those of you who have not seen any shows at the Strauss, please do so. Next year, 2027, Beauty and the Beast is coming for Disney on Broadway. I'm ecstatic. That is a big goal for me next year. I love a theme park day. I love a day out by the water. The Riverwalk, Sparkman Wharf on Channel Side, big thing. Check it out if you haven't been there. Um, I love going to Barnes and Noble. I love going on solo adventures to Barnes and Noble in different places. I like going shopping by myself sometimes, depending on what the situation is. I shopping usually. I'm your typical girl. I love shopping. If I've got a special occasion and I need something, I go shopping. If I'm running low on stuff, I restock. Walmart delivery, it's hard to depend on sometimes. Let's not go there, but it's hard to depend on sometimes. But I mostly like to do my shopping in person. Um, I love going to the beach, which I haven't been in forever. I would have liked to have gone this summer, but given situations in recent weeks, it's been hard to go anywhere. And this year, for the summer, travel was just out of the question. So, weekend activities, I love all kinds of things. It varies, but my favorite has to be dinner and a movie. And usually, with my dinner, uh, most people on here, most of my viewers, most of my subscribers, y'all are adults. Y'all know I love a good cocktail with my meal. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Uh, and like I said, these are just various different things that I like. These are various different things that have been a big thing with me ever since I was a young kid. Um, and like I said, friendships, big thing for me. Big thing for me. So as this channel grows, as things improve for me, if I ever meet any subscribers in person, whoever you are, most of you who've already subscribed, I already know you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you get to hang out with me on this journey. Let's see how well it goes. But that's mostly some of my favorite things. Another thing that I want to talk about is posting schedule for my series, my show. Um, it'll mostly be on the weekdays. It'll be in the evenings after 6 o'clock because, like I said, I have an actual job apart from this side thing that I want to grow. I have an actual job. I work from 1 to 6 in the afternoon, so most likely most of my posting will be in the evening, and then of course all the time in the world on the weekends. Like I said, I'll be taking you guys on adventures with me. And as a matter of fact, today I look a little flustered because I've been cleaning up and prepping and freshening supplies because I officially go back to work next week. This is my last week of break, so I'm a busy girl these days. But I'm ready to get back into a rhythm. I am ready to get back to my usual schedule. I am looking forward to seeing my students again, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the new school year takes us. So I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's basically how it's going to be. Mostly evenings and, of course, weekends. I will take you on lives. I will be doing lives, but those are going to be mostly via Instagram, connected to Facebook, and then I'll be doing lives here as well when I'm out and about, And tomorrow, you guys are in for a treat because I will be taking you live with me to see the Odyssey and hang out at the theater before we watch the film, and then you guys will be getting an in-depth review, which calls for a brand new segment, and a very dear friend of mine suggested the name of the segment. It's called Princess Grace Reviews, PG Reviews for short, and I am ecstatic to take on that mantle. I thought it was a really cute idea, so that's how it's going to be from now on. But tomorrow you guys are in for your first adventure with me, and I'm excited to take you along, and we'll see how this goes. Like I said, any questions you may have, anything you want to know, leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys again for viewing and hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in episode 4, if not by the end of this week, most likely sometime next week. Thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, and signing off. Bye.